Hello everyone! Today I'll be reviewing Cheap Lazy Vegan's video, What I Eat in a Day Vegan plus Lazy Productive Day in My Life. Her name is Rose and she has a YouTube channel where she shares recipes and she does mukbangs. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these. Before we get started, I must say that this video is for the purpose of helping others and spreading awareness of the dangers of the vegan diet with the hopes of inspiring others to do their own research on health and nutrition. Please do not show any hate to the person in this video. Here we go. What's up with the sappy, depressing music? This music is even worse. It's all cookie cutter and basic.
Hi guys, are we blurry? What? Hello, welcome to another video. Woo! It's Groundhog Day. Again. The days are blending together. I'm gonna try to have a good day. That's my intention. Today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. Amazing, awesome. A little bit more about them later on today. Today I'm gonna show you guys everything I'm eating. Just take you along a day in my life. Alright guys, let's make some breakfast. I am just taking a bit.
Okay, the pan she's using is not healthy at all. Teflon, I think it's called. It releases little particles into your food when you cook, and then you digest it. So that's the first issue with her day of eating.
Bit of avocado oil, which I got from Thrive Market. I'm going to heat this up on a pan, and then I'm going to cook up some tofu. I've got some medium firm tofu here, which I am just pan frying. And the trick with pan frying tofu is patience.
Oh gosh, I think she's trying to imitate cheese with the tofu. Well, that's a sorry excuse for cheese though. Tofu is the blandest, most boring food on earth. You have to douse it with spices to even make it edible.
Use a little patience, let it sit for a few minutes before trying to flip it. And we have a few broken pieces there. And we're also going to cook up a veggie burger patty. And you guys are like, what in God's name is she making? Anyways, as you can see here, look how beautiful and golden brown the tofu has become. So we flip it, and then I'm also going to add some black salt, also known as kala namak. That's going to give the tofu a very eggy taste.
It's going to give it an eggy taste, she says, an eggy flavor. So she's actually trying to imitate eggs with the tofu. That's how much she wants eggs. Instead of using real eggs, which are packed with real nutrition, she decides to use tofu, which is made out of soy and is packed with phytoestrogens. Eggs, on the other hand, not only taste good, but they have lots of vitamins A, B, vitamins D, selenium, protein, cholesterol. They are a superfood. Unlike berries, which people call superfoods, no. The real superfoods are eggs, butter, and liver.
And we're also going to chop up some tomatoes. I'm going to save a couple of slices here, and the rest I'm just going to roughly chop because we're going to make some tomato juice or tomato smoothie. I guess it would be more of a smoothie because we're adding everything into a blender along with a few ice cubes, and we're also going to add a little bit of maple syrup just to sweeten it up a little bit, and then just blend this up. Super simple yet so refreshing and delicious. I highly recommend trying this out.
Well, I like the color. I would try it. I don't have anything against tomatoes. I don't know about the maple syrup though. I would rather just drink it plain or add a fruit to it like an apple.
Guys. And then I'm going to take an English muffin, I'm going to toast it, and if you haven't guessed already, we are making a breakfast sandwich. So I'm just spreading a bit of ketchup along with some Dijon mustard as well. I'm using this one right here. And then we can add that veggie burger patty along with 2 pieces of the tofu egg situation, and of course those 2 slices of tomato. And that's how easy it is to make a vegan breakfast sandwich.
No offense, but that looks nasty. And the veggie patty is just sad. It's highly processed and it probably contains even more soy. Soy will mess up your hormones. What she really wants deep down, but she's not admitting to herself, is she wants a beef patty, but she won't honor her body with what it wants. She needs a juicy beef patty which has heme iron and B12, two things she's lacking on the vegan diet. Her body is naturally craving it. Also, I'm tired of people saying, oh, the situation, using that little term, oh, this is the situation. That's just getting really cringy.
So that is that, along with the delicious tomato juice. That's my
And the English muffin looks all stale and old. Her food quality is very poor, I must say.
breakfast. And I know they say to not look at your phone or be distracted when you're eating, but this is one thing that I don't know. I don't agree. I think it's fine to look at your phone and watch TV. So that's what I'm doing.
Ew! I don't want to see your half-bitten sandwich. Gross. I hate it when people show their bitten off food. Their slobber has been on it and I really don't need to see that.
I'm looking at my phone and I'm watching Schitt's Creek, guys. I'm watching Schitt's Creek, which I haven't seen yet. I know I'm like years late to the game, but that's usually me. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself, enjoying my coffee, enjoying my tomato smoothie, enjoying my breakfast sandwich. I've been feeling very blah lately, just blah. I don't like feeling like that. So I'm gonna try not to feel like that today. I got some skin issues currently. Pimples just popping up out of everywhere. Oh man, guys. It's gonna be okay. We gonna be okay. The sun.
Okay, that's a sign of depression. She says she's feeling blah, and she's saying it like it's a normal thing, like no big deal. Feeling like nothing is interesting is a depression, and usually it's caused by diet. If you're depressed, your body is trying to tell you that it needs something. And in her case, I'm willing to bet that it's nutrients. She's a vegan, so her diet is severely lacking of the right nutrients. She already told us subconsciously that she wants eggs and beef. She already lets us know that. And eggs are a good source of cholesterol. Beef is a good source of saturated fat. This chick is fat deficient. This will definitely cause depression because her body is like, hey, I'm starving, please feed me. If you ignore your body's signals, it will give you a message in the form of depression, or it'll give you low moods. That's the message that it will give you. Pimples are also from the diet. Her body's expelling garbage from its pores. She's on a vegan diet, which by default is a high carbohydrate diet, which means a high sugar diet. So she really needs to reevaluate what she's putting in her body. And judging from her first meal of the day, it's looking like the way she's eating is causing her issues. From what I can tell, yeah, she's fat deficient.
We interrupt this program for a super easy chocolate granola recipe. As always, there's going to be a blog post linked down below with the written recipe and the ingredients, so check that out. First, we want to preheat our oven to 350 degrees.
A bunch of carbs and sugar. Yay for spiking your insulin. No wonder you're depressed. You spike yourself up, then you come crashing down. If she keeps doing this, she's going to give herself diabetes.
Fahrenheit. And we're going to start with so after making all that granola, I got a bit hungry, okay? So I made a little snack. I have some plain vegan yogurt. I'm going to mix half a scoop of chocolate protein powder. So just mix that really, really well. And then I'm going to add some of that chocolate granola. I'm actually using an old batch because I still had some left. So
that's not yogurt. Yogurt is made with dairy. Dairy comes from animals. Who are you trying to fool? Well, she's trying to fool herself. This is insanity. This isn't even a meal. This is pretty much like a dessert.
I'm going to add some of that along with some raspberries, and there is a very quick and easy high protein snack.
She's having more fat cravings, and that vegan protein powder she's putting is pretty much a joke. Good luck to your body being able to absorb it. Also, that yogurt is probably made out of soy, so even more soy. Wow.
And after my run, I decided to make some oat pulp cookies. So I'm just taking some oat pulp, which I had left over from making oat milk. We're gonna add 2 cups of that into the same mixing bowl that we used for the granola. And along with the oat pulp, we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of cacao powder, a 1/4 cup of applesauce, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and we're gonna mix this well. And at the end here, I also added in a 1/4 cup of vegan chocolate chips. And let's mix this well. And then, of course, I am going to scoop out tablespoons of the mixture onto a liner.
Another dessert. This chick is addicted to sugar. This is literally her 3rd dessert today. Wow.
And now it is lunchtime. I wanted to make some kimbap out of like random things that I had left over in my fridge. So that's what I'm doing. First, I am chopping up some baby bok choy along with some carrots, which I'm cutting julienne style. I also have this king oyster mushroom that has been sitting in my fridge for a long time, so I'm also going to chop into small pieces. And I'm just going to take a non-stick pan and cook up the carrots along with the king oyster mushrooms with just a little bit of water. So I just add little splashes of water here and there to cook everything, and I also like to cover things up so that you allow things to steam and aid in the cooking process. And to season, I'm using this coconut amino sauce from Thrive Market, and this one's one of my favorite sauce. Into the and then adding a bit of the kimbap. So into a bowl, I'm going to add toasted sesame and do that as well. To spread out, and I'm just going to spread out that rice evenly, leaving a little from a Korean. So we have the carrots, and we also have the mushrooms, some leftovers. And of course, we can't forget about that baby bok choy, so I added that in there as well. And as you can see, my kimbap is exploding. Okay, this is my issue. I always overfill my kimbap and my sushi.
Wow, she's craving raw fish. What she's basically is making is sushi without the fish. So she's craving raw fish. Bingo. Her body wants omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are amazing for depression and anxiety, so that makes total sense that she feels the way she does. The sadness and lethargy feelings can be cured with omega-3s from fatty fish. So her body, what it really wants is fish fat. Of course, she's depleted because she's a vegan. So her body needs protein and fat, specifically from fish. This is what she's clearly telling us.
And if I have any tip for anybody that is new to making kimbap or sushi, I would recommend not overfilling the center because it's going to end up in disaster. Dinner time. I'm making pasta. We are making high protein pasta. So I have these pasta shells from Thrive Market. These are higher protein, 14 grams of protein per serving. Yeah, we're going to cook that up. This dinner is me trying to use up some of the things in my fridge, which is usually my life. So I'm just chopping up some cauliflower that I had left over. We are going to cook this up on a pan. And for protein, I'm using 2 veggie hot dogs, which I've sliced up. I'm going to cook that alongside the cauliflower. And I tried not to add oil, but I decided to add a little bit of oil to aid in the cooking.
Why is she trying not to add oil? For what purpose? She actually needs oils, but not vegetable oils. She needs fish oil. Take a freaking capsule at least. Rose, if you're not going to eat fish, at least take a fish oil supplement.
Process. And the hot dogs cooked a lot faster, so I'm just...
And I see that she's trying to up her protein intake, which means she knows she's deficient on the vegan diet. The thing is, these vegan alternatives are incomplete proteins, which will lead to malnutrition. It just doesn't compare to animal products. No matter how hard she tries, it just does not compare. The vegans can try and try, but eventually they will realize that what they are missing. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Setting that aside and then just finishing up cooking the cauliflower. To season the cauliflower, I'm just going to add some lemon and herb seasoning, and I also decided to add some nutritional yeast on the cauliflower, which, oh my god, was so good. And I don't know, for some reason, the nutritional yeast tasted like extra cheesy with the cauliflower. I don't know. Am I crazy? Have I been vegan for too long?
She said it tastes cheesy. The nutritional yeast makes it taste cheesy. So she's craving cheese after all. She is, huh? So, and once again, it looks nasty. Um, but going back to, okay, she says the nutritional yeast tastes cheesy. Why is she even taking your nutritional yeast in the first place? Vegans take it as a source of B12, but it's not the real B12. Real B12 is only fermented in the stomach of an herbivore. Then we have to eat the herbivores. So nice try again, vegans.
Who knows? And once the cauliflower is finished, you want to set that aside. And then I decided to add in half a bell pepper onto that same pan. Once again, this is just something I had left over in the fridge that I wanted to use up. So along with that, I'm adding in the finished pasta along with some leftover tomato sauce. Once again, using up my leftovers, very important. We're going to mix as well, and then we're going to add back in those veggie dogs. Again, mix
Veggie hot dogs, more soy, woohoo!
this well. And at the end here, I'm just adding a little bit of garlic powder, and that's it. So easy, so easy. And now we can plate it, and as you can see, I'm having the cauliflower as a side. And at the end here, I'm going to top everything with some more nooch. Yum! And there is my super simple, lazy dinner made of random leftovers in my fridge.
Her food and her cooking style really is cheap and lazy. That's not something to be proud of, though. Like, who goes as far as calling themselves cheap, lazy vegan? What kind of self-respect do you have to put the words cheap and lazy into your name? Names are very powerful, don't you know? Why not valuable and hardworking vegan? She's acting like it's cool and hip to be cheap and lazy. Well, it's not. It's just embarrassing. Why is working hard and smart not cool anymore? What happened to being high quality? It's sad what she has reduced herself to.
And for dessert, I decided to have an orange. I'm trying to eat more kind of fruit as a dessert rather than chocolate or something like that. So
Oranges are good. Good source of vitamin C. So I agree with this.
oh, that's my attempt. Gonna eat an orange. Fantastic. And another habit that I'm trying to get into is having more tea after a meal. I feel like it's supposed to help with digestion. I don't know. I feel like it helps. Don't know what it's supposed to help, but it helps. Okay? Anyways, I'm having some tea.
Of course she has digestive issues because of the crap she eats. She has a high soy, highly processed diet with very low quality food products. So yes, she needs some tea.
And in my Harry Potter mug, of course.
I'm gonna cut it off right here. So what originally caught my attention in regards to cheap lazy vegan is this picture of her hips. These are not womanly hips at all, I'm sorry to say. They're almost straight up and down. It's a pretty much a boy's figure. And I don't know how long she's been on the vegan diet. And let's just say that her narrow hips are not caused by veganism. Still, the last thing she needs to do is be on a vegan diet. Those narrow hips are caused by faulty estrogen levels, either genetic or when she was younger, she had some nutritional deficiencies which caused her to not develop right. The reason I say the last thing she needs to do is be on a vegan diet is that veganism messes up hormones. Everyone knows that. Well, everyone should know that. It ends up masculinizing women and feminizing men. A big reason for that is the high soy consumption on most vegan diets. And we already know that Rose, she eats soy all day. Soy has phytoestrogens which will introduce a lot of plant estrogens to her body. This doesn't necessarily mean that it will make her have a lot of estrogen. In fact, it can do quite the opposite. Soy can make women infertile, and she already has infertile hips. Cheap lazy vegan is young and her hips are not childbearing hips at all. Like if she was to become pregnant, she would have to have a C-section. This is not necessarily a problem, and a lot of women have C-sections, and maybe she doesn't even want to have kids, but the issue is that Rose is that her hormones are imbalanced, and that is quite clear, not just with her hips, but with her acne issues, her fatigue, her depression, her lethargy, her digestive symptoms. These are all symptoms, like the puffiness on her face too. It's amazing how we were able to piece things together, from the picture of her hips to then going through her day of eating and discovering that she basically eats soy all day. The good thing is that she can still reverse her hormone imbalances. It's not like she's stuck like this. What she needs to do, if she wants to reverse it, is eat fish. Yes, fish. And lots of it. Salmon would be a good choice. She needs lots of omega-3s in her diet. She isn't getting them on a vegan diet. There's no way to get DHA and EPA if you're a vegan. These are animal fats. No amount of flaxseed or chia seeds or algae pills will do it. Fish eat the algae and they convert it into fat in their bodies. So no, you can't just eat the algae like the vegans claim. So my advice to Rose is to please just eat some salmon. It's not too late. Wake up from the vegan brainwash and honor your body. Your body is your temple, so act like it. Give it the nutrients it needs. Give it the nutrients it needs and craves, and she'll feel much happier and at peace with herself. She'll wonder why she ever messed with a vegan diet in the first place. That's it for the video. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.